The FIFA World Cup is almost approaching, and Group C has some excellent teams. Because it is being hosted in Qatar this year, the World Cup will take place in November and December. Given the region's extreme temperatures, a summer World Cup in the Middle East would be impractical. Domestic club football will be suspended at this time. Argentina, the defending Copa America winners, are the strong favorites in Group C. Mexico will believe they have a decent chance of qualifying despite Poland's quality. Saudi Arabia must punch above their weight. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we have come up with the FIFA World Cup Group C analysis, prediction, key players, and favorites. Before we begin the video, don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. So let's take a look at one vital player from each Group C side who will have to step up for their nation. 1. Lionel Messi, Argentina. Lionel Messi is unquestionably the most important player on Argentina's roster. They have players like Paulo Dybala, Angel Di Maria, Christian Romero, and others. But Messi is one of the finest ever. He has appeared in 162 games for Argentina, scoring 86 goals. He is 35 years old and still plays at a high level. He has 6 goals and 8 assists in 11 games for Paris Saint-Germain this season. This will very certainly be Messi's last World Cup, but Argentina has the strongest chance of winning the tournament since his debut in 2005. Qualification from the group stages should be straightforward. Argentina has the talent to win the World Cup, but Messi will be crucial. 2. Salim Al Dawsari, Saudi Arabia. Salim Al Dawsari has 15 goals in 49 appearances for Saudi Arabia, and at 31 is one of the team's most experienced players. In the Saudi Arabian Professional League, he is a left winger for Al Hilal SFC. On paper, it seems like Saudi Arabia will struggle to go beyond the group stages. Al Dawsari is a solid player who stood out in the Club World Cup, but he may not be enough on his own. The fact that the World Cup is being held in Saudi Arabia means that the country will get a lot of fan support. Underdog tales abound in football, and any team may pull off an upset on any given day. It would be a huge success for the squad if they could advance through the group and even finish third. 3. Raul Jimenez, Mexico. Raul Jimenez is the latest Mexican attacker to be tipped to perform well for his nation in the World Cup. At the age of 31, he has 29 goals in 96 appearances for his country. Jimenez is not a talisman like Messi, and responsibility in the Mexico team is shared by players like Irving Lozano, Guillermo Ochoa, Andres Guardado, and others. On the other hand, Jimenez is the team's most threatening goal scorer. The Mexican has lately battled with fitness and hasn't been able to regain the form he showed before his major head injury. If Jimenez can rediscover his scoring touch, Mexico has a strong chance of moving from the group stages. 4. Robert Lewandowski, Poland. For numerous seasons, Robert Lewandowski has been one of the world's top attackers. The 34-year-old just joined Barcelona from Bayern Munich, where he has maintained his goal-scoring record. In 8 appearances for his new team, he has scored 11 goals. With the way Bayern Munich has begun the season, he seems to be a huge loss for the German Giants. Lewandowski has 76 goals in 132 games for Poland. Although Poland has other promising attackers, such as Arkadiusz Milik and Krzysztof Piatek, Lewandowski remains the primary man up front. Poland may not have a star-studded roster, but they do have regular starters in Europe's top divisions. Lewandowski, on the other hand, will be crucial in breaking out of the group. Lionel Messi will face Robert Lewandowski in a World Cup Group C duel in Qatar, with Argentina and Poland pitted against one another. In his last Global Cup participation, Messi will go to the Middle East hoping to add the World Team trophy to his already illustrious individual collection, which includes an incredible 7 FIFA Ballon d'Or titles. Argentina and Poland will both like their chances of progressing, and they play on November 30 in the last group game, but it is far from a simple pool, with Mexico certain to put up a fight, having dominated North American qualification. Saudi Arabia, one of the tournament's lowest-ranked teams, will be hoping to shock the more established heavyweights, but they will have their work cut out for them. The 4 teams chosen for the group will compete in a round-robin style, with each country playing the other 3. The points from the 3 group stage matches are used to calculate the group rankings: 3 points for a victory, 1 point for a draw, and none for a defeat. Single-game knockout rounds. If 2 clubs are deadlocked on points, the first tiebreaker is goal difference, followed by goals scored. If teams are tied in those areas as well, another set of tiebreakers is used. Let's deep dive into the teams from World Cup Group C. Argentina. Argentina, one of the World Cup's traditional powerhouses, might return to the old order as a significant force to be reckoned with in 2022, but it will also be the last hurrah for one of the game's greatest ever players. Lionel Messi is already 35, and his last opportunity to add the World Cup trophy to his already large cabinet and finish off a magnificent career will be in Qatar, after he declared it would be his final participation in the event. Undoubtedly, he will be the main name for the South Americans, who will go to the Middle East as Copa America winners after defeating arch-rivals Brazil last year. But Lionel Scaloni's squad also includes Angel Di Maria, who scored the game-winning goal in that Copa final triumph. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has exited the World Cup in the group stages in each of their past 4 appearances, and it is tough to see that changing this time in Qatar. Hervé Renard's squad deserves respect for finishing ahead of Australia in qualifying, but there is a sense that they will struggle much more when presented with more challenging duties. The whole Saudi Arabia side is presently playing in their home country, but in Renard, they have a coach who has previously coached Morocco, Ivory Coast, Zambia twice, and Angola. Saudi Arabia departed Russia in 2018 with just 2 goals, and Renard will be hoping that striker Salah Al-Shehri can return to full health to lead them this time after scoring 4 goals in the qualifiers. Mexico. Mexico continued its record of competing in every World Cup finals since 1994 by finishing second to Canada on goal difference in the last round of qualifying. El Tri's squad is heavily reliant on players from Europe and North America. Raul Jimenez of the Wolves and Hector Herrera of the Houston Dynamo will be largely relied on to help drive their World Cup ambitions. However, the injury to Jesus Tecatito Corona is a serious setback. Mexico doesn't score or give many goals, averaging just over 1 goal per game in their qualifying campaign, and will hope that their tight game plan, fashioned by astute former Barcelona coach Gerardo Martino, will be enough to suffocate group opponents. Poland. Following a 2-0 victory, Poland's Robert Lewandowski won the battle of the talismans against Sweden's Zlatan Ibrahimovic, securing the Eastern Europeans a berth in the finals through the playoff route. Poland had previously been handed a bye directly to the final match because Russia's first-round opponents were barred from competing due to their country's invasion of Ukraine. Aside from their 34-year-old Barcelona striker, Poland's squad is full of seasoned players who have played in Europe's domestic leagues. Piotr Zielinski of Napoli could provide significant opportunities for Lewandowski to add to his impressive international goal record. Czeslaw Michniewicz's team has a rich history at the World Cup, having previously placed 3rd, and they will be hopeful of progressing beyond the group stage after losing just twice throughout the qualifying campaign. This wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and if you like the video, give us big thumbs and subscribe to the channel.